So, good morning, children. Let us continue our topic carbon and its compound. So, today we are going to talk about nomenclature. So, what is nomenclature? It is nothing but naming of a compound. So, previous session we were talking about functional groups. So, you all have learned how we are going to name any hydrocarbon with a particular functional group. Then today furthermore we will just learn how the naming, specific naming will be done. Okay children. So now when we are naming any organic compound, there are certain basic rules to be followed. So what are these basic rules? So let us know about them. So the first and the foremost rule when you are naming any organic compound is we have to name, or the parent name should be of the longest chain. Okay children. So when a structure is given, in the given structure you have to identify the chain which is having the most number of carbons. It can be a straight chain, it can also be in the branched pattern, but it should have the maximum number of carbons. So when we have selected the chain with the maximum number of carbons, then that would be deciding the root name of that particular compound. Okay children. Then comes the second rule. Now what is the second rule? The second rule is that whenever you are naming, the positioning of the compound which is being attached to the chain should be given the least numbering. Okay children. So there should be least numbering. Okay, now the question comes to whom we should give the least numbering. It will be, least numbering should be given to the bond. What is that bond? Can be a double bond, that is ene, or can be a triple bond, that is ine. Okay, then you to this chain, to the carbon compound, you may even have other substituents being attached. Now what are these substituents? The substituents can be basically a alkyl group. Okay, now what is an alkyl group? With any hydrocarbon alkane group with one hydrogen less is called as what? Alkyl group. So it can be an alkyl group, or it can be any of the halogen compound, like maybe bromo, chloro, okay, iodo. So these are going to be what? Substituents. You also have some more like nitro and all. About that we will not discuss right now. We'll just learn about the basics. Fine. So the least numbering should be given either to the bond existing or even to the substituents which are present. Okay children. So now let us better understand this by taking certain examples. Okay. Now observe this children. So let us start with the first example. Okay, so now if you observe here, how many carbons are there in a straight chain? There are 4 carbons, isn't it? Now to this carbon chain, there is one substituent attached, which is an alkyl group. Okay, so what is the alkyl group here right now? It is CH3. Fine. So now I placed it on this particular carbon. I am not numbering it. Let us just take it as on this particular carbon. Now as I said, what is the rule 1? First, identify the longest chain. So which is my longest chain? The straight chain is my longest chain. And how many carbons are there? 4. So that means the root name is but. What is the root name? But. Okay. Now comes the first complete the structure. So now here C. So how many hydrogens, how many more valences to be satisfied? 1 is already satisfied, CH3. Here 1, 2, 3 already satisfied. That means only one more hydrogen required. Here you see 1, 2. So how many more children? 2. Yes. And then this last one, 3 more. I hope you are now confident with drawing the structures. Fine. So now let us come back to this one, naming. So you see now, so we have selected the longest chain. And what is that longest chain? Made up of 4 carbon. And so the root name is what? The parent name is but. And is there any kind of double bond or triple bond? No. So that means it's a alkene group. So that means it is butane. Fine. But then this chain has something else attached to it. And what is that attached? A methyl group, an alkyl group, a substituent. Now then the question comes, how should I name? I know the name would be written as methyl. Okay, so it will be written as a prefix. So any substituent which is attached will be written as what? A prefix. Okay, children. So now I have got the basic name as what? Methyl butane. But then where is this methyl located? Where is this methyl being present? On which carbon? So then comes the numbering. Now where should I number it from? So should I number it from left to right or right to left? So for this you have to prefer the least numbering, that is a rule 2. And what is that least numbering? That means the substituent which is attached should get the lowest number. So let us see. If I start from here, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I start from right side, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. So which one would be preferable? Yes, the one from left to right, where the methyl group is getting the least value of 2. So now, so that means where is the position of methyl? At 2. So 2, I put a hyphen to separate the number and the word. So 2 methyl butane. So is this clear now? Yes. Now let us take one more example. See. So again, let us first, what is the rule 1 first, children? We have to identify the longest chain. So this is my longest chain of how many carbons? 4 carbons. So what is my root name? But. And since all are double bonds, single bonds, so it's a butane. So before we move further, let us complete the structure. So now I have shown that there is one bond to this carbon. So what is that? That is an attached, that is an alkyl group being attached. Okay, so that is an methyl group. Okay, so now let us complete the structure first. So here how many? 1 already satisfied. 3 here, 1 2, so therefore 2 more. Very good. Then here how many already satisfied, children? 1 2, because this methyl group has substituted one hydrogen atom, so therefore only one more hydrogen. Then comes the last one, CH3. Okay, so now you see the structure is complete. Now we have identified the root, the parent carbon. So what is the parent carbon? But with a single bond, butane. Then what is step 2? Identify the substituent attached. So what is the substituent attached here? Here also it is methyl. Here also it is methyl. Then comes the positioning. Now as I told, so rule 2 is what? Give the least numbering. So if I start from here, from left, the numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4. And let me start from right side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So where the least number has been allotted to this methyl, from which side? From this side. So 1, 2. So 2 methyl butane. Okay, children. So remember, children, it is not that always naming is done from the left to right. It is always, it can be from either left or from the right, provided the attached substituent is getting the least number. Okay, children. So clear with this? I hope. Yes. So now let us move on further. We will take one more example. Okay. Now observe this structure.